So cell phones will be getting increasingly expensive every single year, so more and more people are buying used, especially iPhones. But the thing about iPhones that are different than their counterparts, they hold a lot more resale value. Even iPhones that are 3-4 years old are still holding up quite consistently to Android phones that are 2 years old for resale value. So if you're looking at a used phone to buy, you might be surprised how much iPhones still cost, like the iPhone 7s, which are 4 years old at this point. They can still cost $200, $300, $400 depending on what you want. So today I'm going to be telling you my secret how I get iPhones for half price of what they're posted for. Now I'm going to be coming at this as a reseller standpoint. I buy phones from Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist, and then I sell them on eBay and make profits on them. If you're doing that, this will be perfect for you. But if you're looking at buying an iPhone just for personal use, then this is still a perfect guide. So keep watching. I'm going to tell you how to get phones for half price. So I'm going to be telling you guys some trade secrets that I use, some stuff that I kind of perfected. I don't know any other people that use this method, at least knowingly, and I've really used this over the past few months, and it's worked super well for getting phones for way cheaper than the listed prices. So if you could go down and subscribe and like this video, that'd be much appreciated, because I'm giving you some pretty good knowledge for obviously free. Go down and like the video, subscribe, check out my other videos. I'll be making more videos about this and selling and flipping phones, buying phones and electronics, running an eBay business, any of that sort of stuff. I'll be making more videos about it. I also have some that I've already made, so go check those out as well, and then subscribe to my channel. All right, so let's get into it. I'm gonna be telling you guys 4 things that if you work them all together, you're gonna be able to get up to half of the listed price. You're gonna be able to get iPhones for up to that if you combine them all, you can get iPhones for up to half off the listed prices on Marketplace or on Craigslist or any of those local marketplaces. All right, so rule number 1, this is really gonna suck into all the rest of them, and it is to be respectful to the sellers. When you're messaging someone or talking to someone that has a phone for sale that you wanna buy, you obviously need to be respectful to them, because they're the ones that are gonna allow you to have this phone. If they don't like you, they're gonna say, no thanks, I don't wanna sell it to you anymore. They're your boss, so to speak, and you're just trying to get the product from them into your hands. So you need to be as nice and respectful to them as possible. Even if they're not being super nice to you, maybe if you try to offer a low price, let them do them, but always be respectful to them no matter what they do to you. And that's really the base for everything else, is just always be nice to the seller, because the nicer you are to them, the more they'll like you and the more they might want to give you a better deal on the phone. So number 2 works really well for when you're on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist in a local area, and if you're ready to purchase this phone today, you want to buy it, get it sold on eBay, or buy it to use it, whatever you're looking to do. Always make sure they know that you're ready to purchase this phone today with cash. If you text someone about a phone and you just ask how many gigabytes is it, is there any dents and scratches, they're just gonna blindly answer those questions. They might not think you're actually interested in it today or right now. Maybe you're just asking random questions about it and then just gonna leave them on red or whatever. That's not gonna intrigue them. But if you ask questions about it, get all the information you need, and then you say something like, all right, I have cash right now, I can come pick it up today, when are you available? Or I can go get cash right now if you want to meet right now, or if you want to meet this afternoon, I have cash ready. Make sure you specify that you're ready to purchase it the same day, that you have cash ready, and that you're an interested buyer, because money always talks. That's going to light up the seller's eyes. They're going to think, okay, I'm about to get $200 today. Oh man, what can I buy with this $250, $300, $500 I'm about to get with this phone? That's what it's going to be on their mind. They're going to think about the money that they're about to get, and they're going to be ready to sell it to you when you say something like that. Going into tip number 3, this is really one of my trade secrets. This is something that I've been using and that has consistently worked to get me super cheap prices on phones, way under the listing prices, a lot of times half off the phone prices. A few times I've even gotten more than half off. This works, it's tested to work. So before we get into this, again, go down and subscribe to my channel and like this video. It'll really help out the algorithm if you like this video. If you watch all the way through, it'll help out my channel a bunch. And I put a lot of time and effort into these videos. And obviously I'm giving away my trade secrets, so go do that. So I don't really have a specific name for this. I kind of just call it my 2-step negotiation method. I don't know, something like that. Whatever you see up here is what I'll call it. But this is something that consistently works. When you actually know what you're doing and you know how to use this tool to help you, it works wonders. So here's what I do. I'm actually gonna give a real life example. There's an iPhone 8 for sale. This was about a month ago. I saw this iPhone 8 for sale and it had a completely cracked back. You know, it was like chipped, there's chunks chipped off the back. You know, the back was destroyed, but the front was fine, everything else was fine, at least what I saw from the pictures. Originally it was $150. They lowered it to $135, and that's what it was sitting at. For an iPhone 8, it wasn't the Plus, I think it was a 64 gigabyte. They had it up for 135 bucks. So I looked at it, the screen looked fine, you know, it worked obviously. So I got interested, you know, I started messaging them and I asked the basic info, made sure they knew I was interested. And then what I do is over text, this is before we ever meet up, before I meet with anybody, I'll always give them an offer and I won't completely lowball them. I'll just give them a fairly low offer. So what I did for this was $135 what they had it up for. I said I'd give them $100 cash today, you know, obviously get them interested, let them know that I'll give them a crisp $100 bill right that day. And so they responded, they said, you know, I could do 115, that's really lowest I could do. And I said, listen, I'll do $100 today. That's really what I'm willing to do. I understand if you can't go that low, but $100 is where I'm at with it. Could you do that? And they went ahead and said, all right, I'll do $100. You know, when can you meet up? That sort of thing. And so, you know, the first part's done. I offered them $100. You know, I offered them a kind of low amount, but tried to get them to agree with that price. And now what I do is offer again. You gotta offer an even lower amount this time. What really happens is when you agree over text, you know, usually the day before you meet, or even like earlier that day that you're gonna meet with them, you agree to a price over text, and it really makes the buyer think that that's the new price for the item. So this item was $135. We agreed on $100, and in their minds now, it's almost like a $100 phone. Like the item, they think of it as $100, and it almost resets what they think the phone is priced at. Then when you meet in person, you can offer lower than that. Most of the time, in their mind, they're kind of thinking, okay, it's $100 is what I have it priced at, even though it was priced way higher and you already got them down to 100. They're gonna kind of be thinking, okay, $100 is what it's priced at, so you know, I'll bring it down a little from there, or something like that. So I say, all right, would you take $60 for it? And the guy kind of looks at me crazy at first. He's like, $60? No, I can't do that. Like that's, like, come on, that's pretty low. And I said, that's what I'd be willing to pay for it. I mean, the back's, you know, destroyed. Like if water could have got in here, you know, you never really know with something like that. So I said $60, that's kind of what I'm at for this. And I ended up getting it for $60 for an iPhone 8. But that's really what I use to talk people down crazy amounts, is just the two-step negotiating over text, settling on a price, and then negotiating from that price in person. I mean, I'm not gonna throw at you like a 95% success ratio or 85% success. I haven't done calculations or anything, but it works almost all the time that I've done it. As long as you stay respectful to them, that's really the #1 key, is you stay respectful, but you still be persistent with offering low prices like that. All right, so that was a doozy. Now we're on to just the last one, #4. And this kind of ties into that. I kind of brought it up as I was talking about the last one. And this is to always look over the phone vigorously. Look for anything you can possibly use as a negotiation point to try to bring down the price more. Because at the end of the day, if you're gonna be selling this phone on eBay, you're gonna need to explain everything that's wrong with it on your eBay listing. So that means you need to make sure you bring up everything that's wrong with it there to get a lower price, because when you're selling on eBay, every scratch, every little dent can lower the price quite a bit. So make sure you check over the phone really well, look for any sort of damage, and I mean extensively, you know, clean it off with your shirt. Even you could bring like wipes to clean it off really good. You know, look at it in the sunlight, check for scratches or dents, you know, look up super close. I don't know, bring a magnifying glass. You can bring a microscope. Probably wouldn't bring a microscope or magnifying glass, but check it over extensively. Test the cameras, make sure the cameras work, make sure the audio works, you know, the microphones, everything about it, make sure the screen works in all areas. Look for any bright spots or dark spots in the screen, you know, bring up a nice white page. Really just extensively look over it. If you see a little scratch here, a little scratch there, make sure you bring it up to them, say, yeah, you know, I saw there's some kind of deep scratches on the back here. I saw there's a hairline crack right here. I mean, that's really gonna lower my price down a little bit. You know, I'd rather feel more comfortable at whatever price you're looking at. So that wraps it up. That's gonna be the 4 things you can combine all together to get up to half off of an iPhone from Marketplace or Craigslist or OfferUp or wherever you wanna buy it from. Either to use it for yourself, sell on eBay, it really doesn't matter. You can still use these tips for anything you wanna do to get iPhones for stupid cheap. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Make sure you stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, hit the bell button. Check out my other videos. Check the description for my camera gear. Actually, I have it all listed if you want to use my lights or my camera or my laptop that I edit with. I don't know, my mouse. I think my mouse is in there actually. It's a pretty nice mouse. Either way, check the description for all that. Subscribe. I already said that probably 10 times in this video, so just do it by now. Like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.